Thank you for joining me for part 3 of our practice assessment for Unit 5, Grade 3, Fractions. That was a mouthful. Join me as we finish our practice review. Don't give up now, you're almost there. This number line represents one whole. Label 0, 1/2, and 1, then label the rest of the number line. Well, it's always easy to start with a 0, and then it's pretty easy to start with the 1, or to put the 1 in. Now we need to find the half. Before we do that, I'm going to just make sure that there are eighths here. 1 tick, 2 ticks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 there. How do we find 1/2? Well, we can kind of do it visually. I could do it a couple ways. I could go in one on this way, I'll go in one here. Okay, I'll go in one more, I'll go in one more. I'll go in one more this way, in one more this way, in one more this way, in one more this way. This has got to be 1/2 right here. It's 4 hops this side, 4 hops that side. So we kind of guessed at it visually, but then we proved it by counting the number of hops. Okay, now we want to mark 5/8 with an X. Well, we know that all of these are eighths. We can count up to 5. I'm going to do a different color just to make it a little bit more clear. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8. 5/8 would go right here, right there. And if you think about it, another way to write 1/2 is to write 4/8. That might make it a little bit easier. But anyway, we did it by counting 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8. Oh, it says to mark with an X. There's the X. Okay, let's try another one. What number completes the fractions on this number line? I see a number line. It starts at 0. It ends at 1. I see a 4 here. I see a 1 here. And they want us to find this box, which would be the denominator. So how many pieces is this line divided into? That will also tell us the denominator. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So whatever is marked on this line, it's going to be in fourths. This one right here, oh, this would be 1/4. This one right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 4/4. So our boxes signify the denominator, which doesn't change. The denominator doesn't change whether we're here, 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 or here. The denominator is 4. And I think we have time for one last problem, and this is going to be our last review problem. Let's see if we can figure it out. It's a word problem. Don't let that scare you. Liam partitioned these rectangular models into halves. He explained to his class that the fractional parts are equal because they both show 1/2. Do you agree with Liam? Circle your answer, yes or no. Explain your reasoning. Okay, so Liam partitioned these rectangular models into half. Yes, this rectangle he marked half. Yes, this rectangle he marked half. The question is, are these halves equal? We're not arguing that this isn't one half of this whole, and that this isn't one half of this whole. But are these pieces, are these shaded pieces, are they equal? Think of it this way. Think of it, you've got a king-size candy bar. Your friend has a snack-size candy bar. He breaks his in half. Well, it's an even smaller candy bar now because it's a half of a snack size. And you break your king-size candy bar in half. It's still a pretty decent size because it was a king size to start with. This half is going to be bigger than this half because your candy bars were different sizes. So Liam says they're all the same. That this little half of a mini-sized candy bar is the same as the half of a king-size candy bar. Do you agree with Liam? I hope not, because those candy bars are not the same size. Explain your reasoning. Well, your candy bars are not the same size. So I would say the rectangles are not the same size. And I would even go further and say half of one rectangle is not the same size, is not the same as half of the other. Now maybe you can think of a shorter way to say that. I should have probably put a capital there. Let me fix that. Should make sure I have a period there. Because half of this is, well, half of this one is definitely smaller than half of this one. And there you have it. Our math review is done. Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job.